magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor, none so reigns Chi. On the show, guys, you know what we do? We bring you up to speed with everything happening: tennis, basketball, Formula One, golf, table tennis, Formula One. If it's sports, I tell you, we've got you covered from A to Z. Okay, guys, we'll be looking across the camp of the Tigers. We hear they are only moving one way, and that's up. We'll let you know where they are in the latest ranking. We'll bring you up to speed in the transfer market. Roberto Lukaku and the setting Federico Chiesa have gotten new homes. We'll let you know where that is. Of course, not forgetting, as I speak to you, the UEFA Champions League draws, yes, is about to begin. Yes, right now we'll know which group and who will be playing in the group stages of this season's UEFA Champions League. We'll get that to you. That will be at the second part of the show. We'll also let you know what's happening from the camp of the Super Eagles as we prepare for that big game, of course, and our opponents for that game against Benin Republic, the Cheetahs of Benin Republic, and of course the Abafubis of Rwanda. Of course, the transfer, the MPFL, the NWFL. We'll bring you all the speeds, all the latest happen from the Shiros Cup, the RSDF, Rwanda Sports Development Fund, and AMAC coaches of football, the 16 and under 14 tournament taking on here in Abuja. We'll talk about that as well on the show. And of course, if time permits, guys, we'll go look at some tennis from the US Open, Formula One, as we build up to the Grand Prix, Italian Grand Prix, and of course, every other news, especially the squad for the Three Lions. A new coach, Lukaku, has named his first squad, and I'll let you know who made it to that team. Okay, guys, don't forget to be part of the show. It's very simple. You can hit me up. Yes, before you can hit me up, let's talk about how you can get to listen to the show, guys. You can download the Radio Garden app from your Apple or your iOS store. While I will be in your speakers, you can talk to me, listen to me on that Radio Garden. You did on normal conventional radio. And of course, if you love to watch TV, simple, head out to your YouTube page. Just download, just go to your YouTube page, just type Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja, and voila, I will be in your faces. Okay, guys, feel free to join in the conversation. Send in your WhatsApp message, your WhatsApp voice note, your WhatsApp call. Send an SMS or call us on either of these numbers. The numbers are 0808 312 8618. That is 0808 312 8618. Or you can also call on 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. If you're ready, I am ready. Let's get start the show by heading out to the local scene. And let's begin all the way from the Paralympics, where Team Nigerian athletes were in their colorful attire at the opening ceremony of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. The Paralympic Games opening ceremony officially was officially on the way yesterday as athletes across the globe celebrate through the delegate parade on the Champs Elysees and Palais de la Concorde. Nigeria features in 4 events consisting of the para-athletics, para-badminton, para-powerlifting, and para-table tennis. We hear that the president of the French nation, talk about Emmanuel Macron, was a man who called the tournament to a start. We keep bringing you up to speed with how well our athletes are doing in that competition, and we'll let you know how well we are doing, because don't forget, the marker was 10 medals last time out. Hopefully, they surpass it this time again. And to basketball, guys, if you're a fan of the Tigers and the setting Rene Wakama and the girls who did us proud far away in Paris at the Olympic Games, I can tell you that big massive result is result is beginning to yield its much result in the ranking, guys. I can tell you that Nigerian senior women's basketball team, the Tigers, are now ranked 8th in the world after a fantastic outing at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. The Tigers jumped 4 places to 8 in the latest ranking after their performance at the Paris Olympics. They have made history by becoming the first African national team, male or female, to rank in the top 10. You heard me. Top 10 of the FIBA women's basketball ranking. At this time, it looks like United States are still top with 883 points. Australia second with 715 points. France third with 706 points. China fourth with 700 points. Spain are fifth with 694 points. Belgium sixth with 684 points. Canada are seventh with 658 points. Nigeria sits eighth with 631 points. Serbia are ninth with 627 points. Japan make the top 10 with 606.6 points. And of course, guys, let's let you know now to the camp of the Super Eagles. We're here in preparation for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. The coach of Benin Republic, talking about Coach Gunnar Raw, has called up 25 players. The Chiesa of Benin will commence their campaign in the qualifiers in the class of 25 players who will face the three-time African champions. The list consists of 3 goalkeepers, 10 defenders, 7 midfielders, and 5 strikers. The game select for the Godswill at Babio Stadium. The next of champion will see Raw face Super Eagles' new coach, Bruno Labbadia. The team has got the likes of Steve Mounier, not forgetting Tosin Ayegun, and of course Olaito Jr., the man who scored us against Nigeria in Abidjan in the World Cup qualifier. You have Tijani Muhammad in that team, Kiki David, and of course don't forget the goalkeeper Alagbe Soturin making part of the 25-man squad. And let's go to some cheering news. I'll let you know, of course, that Samson Siasia thanked Super Eagles striker, that is, and former coach of Nigeria, has announced his readiness to start afresh after completing the ban imposed on him by FIFA. Speaking at a World Press Conference in Abuja, organized by friends, Siasia expressed gratitude to those who supported him during the challenging time, including Chief Shego Debami, Governor Duro Diri, Minister of FCT Yeson Wike, Abuja All-Stars, and many others. He also expressed his appreciation for the support of former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Rabon, Government Uwizide Ekpemolo, that is Tompolo, Babikdin Ashaye, the Nigerian Governors Forum, and its DG, members of the Abuja All-Stars, and many others who stood by him. Other notable attendees to the event, who also had a novelty game between, of course, Siasia and friends at the event, include former Super Eagles defender and the chairman of the Anambra State FA, Chikelu Ilonsi, Brian Ideye, Balao Salami, among others. Siasia was initially given a live ban from football by FIFA, but he challenged the decision in court, where the ban was reduced to 5 years. Still talking Siasia, we hear he has also confirmed that interest from Mighty Jets of Jos after completing his ban. Yes, he talked about the interest from Mighty Jets of Jos completing his ban imposed on him by FIFA. Siasia, who was initially given a live ban for football, like I told you earlier, by FIFA, but the things changed for the better as the ban was reduced to 5 years. Speaking at the World Conference I spoke about yesterday, Siasia expressed gratitude to those who supported him and said that according to him, he's back. There have been discussions with Ferdinand Umbom, the general manager of Mighty Jest, but unfortunately, nothing has been decided. Let's listen to, of course, the coach, former coach of the Super Eagles, who is returning from that ban. He's back and better, the legend he is. This is what he had to say during the conference.
Well, and we had a bronze, silver medal and a bronze medal in the 2 dispensations in the Olympics. But I want to thank Nigerians too for support. I had a lot of guys, like fans, they call in. They actually gave me some monies, just to 100 naira, 50 naira, the ones they had, and just to support what I was trying to do to, actually defend myself against FIFA. Well, I said it earlier before when I had these meetings with my parents when they hosted me. The facts are there. Please just read a little bit of, the FIFA affidavit. I did not take money from anyone. What I did was talking with a match fixer that I did not know was a match fixer. He offered me a job in South Africa and Australia. I was very excited that I was going to go back to Australia because I played there before. So I didn't follow the right protocols. What I was supposed to do was to get an agent, someone to talk on my behalf, to do the working with that match agent. So at the end of the day, I want to say it's a lesson for everyone that is, in the sports or coaching, to actually have an agent to talk for you on your behalf. If I had done that, I wouldn't be sitting here today. So, well, thank God that I did not collect any bribe from anyone before. So I just want to let you people know that there was a mistake. It was a mistake for FIFA banning it for life. It was a life ban. I don't want to talk about what my lawyers say in the US. They told me we revised the life ban to 5 years. And the 5 years have gone the last couple of weeks. So I'm back to my job, what I know how to do most. And I'm ready to work, not only in Nigeria, I can go other places. I can go other places to work too. So I just want to appreciate everyone for coming. And when we're planning our trip to Brazil, so I want to thank those guys in the US too, because I know they will listen and hear about what we're doing here. So at the end of the day, I just want to say thank you for all your support. Thanks for coming. Thank everyone for coming.
That was, of course, no other than Samson Siasia, giving his thanks to everyone who supported him. I'm telling you that he's back to what he knows how to do best. He still retreats and insists that he didn't take bribe. It was a mistake where he spoke to an agent instead of speaking through his agent, and he said that's a mistake that everybody who is in sports should not do. Okay, guys, I will leave that for a moment. Now let's go talk about something that went down earlier today. Come on, don't forget we're counting down, of course, to the Shiro's Cup that went. The Shiro's Cup, you know what happened in the Shiro's Cup. That is the preseason tournament, the foremost preseason tournament here in Abuja before the start of the Nigerian Women Football League. We already told you earlier that the cup will be taking place from the 3rd of October, yes, to the 13th, where all the teams, according to the president of Rata Sport Development Fund and also the Benin State FA chairman, he did say that 16 teams will take part, 12 from the NWFL, 2, of course, from the NWFL Championship, and of course 2 foreign nations, 2 clubs from the foreign nations here in the continent yet to be decided. So let's take a listen to him telling us about the tournament in proper and why if you're in Abuja you shouldn't miss out on this preseason tournament and why it is the biggest and best preseason tournament in female football here in Nigeria. Let's listen to Barrister Paul Ede. The 7th edition of the Shows Cup is to begin on October. Let's get the update on the preparations for the Shows Cup.
Well, the organizing team are doing a tremendous work in ensuring that we have a very robust outing this time. We have been able to confirm the number of teams that will participate. We have about 16 teams, and in the long run we intend to divide these teams into 2 clusters with all the teams playing amongst themselves, and we hope that at the end of the day the clubs that will be participating will indeed have the very best of football, playing nothing less than 5 to 7 teams matches in the course of the preseason tournament. We have also prepared the equipment, the materials, jerseys and balls. They are set. We've already made do with that. We also have written to the Nigerian Football Federation, and in a couple of days we should be able to get a response in terms of the match officials that will be approved for the preseason tournament. And the assurance we give all participants in this season is that they are going to have the very best of women's football. This is the 7th edition, and we are conscious of the fact that we need to up our game, and that is why we have gone a step further to ensure that we partner with a few agencies abroad who have confirmed that they are coming with no less than 5 agents. I also had the privilege of discussing with a club in Europe that is engaged currently in women's football. Their president and a team are also coming to be a part of this year's Shiro's Cup. So on the whole, it's going to be the best of women's football in Nigeria in our quest to continue to prepare the various teams for the new league season.
Now give us some insight on some of the teams that will be participating in the competition.
Well, Thus far, we have Niger Rattles has confirmed, Confluence Queens have confirmed, Adamawa Queens have confirmed, Nasarawa Amazons have confirmed, Delta Queens have confirmed, we have Heartland Queens confirmed, Abia Angels confirmed, we have also confirmation from FC Robo Queens, we have Rivers Angels that have also confirmed, we have Honey Badgers which has also confirmed, we have Ekiti Queens that have equally confirmed. Which one have I left out? Like I said, well, 14 to 16, no, 14, 12 teams from the Premiership, 2 teams from the Championship, and we're yet to select the 2 teams that will join from the amateur.
Okay, what should we be expecting? The seventh edition, something new initiative we're expecting in this edition.
I think what is new with this edition is the fact that we are bringing in scouts, which has never been done before, and scouts who are interested in scouting players. You know, the desire of every player, women team player in Nigeria today is how to play abroad, and by extension, we are also creating that to give opportunity to the teams that have continued to invest over the years to also sell out players and make big money. So that, for me, is
Of of course. Of course, that was, of course, Barrister Paul Eder, the president of Rattles Sport Development Foundation, and of course, the Brenner State FA chairman, speaking about this year's Shiro Cup, which promises to be exciting. Like I said, it is from the 3rd to the 13th of October, and the best of female football in Nigeria will gather here in Abuja. Still talking football here in Abuja, the RSDF and AMAC coaches under 16 and under 14 championship has already begun here in Abuja, and I tell you, it's beginning to hit its climax where the best teams around the different local government areas speaking, talking about how important this tournament is to them. Teams playing, don't forget, games are being played at the Mambila Barak Stadium, where different games are going through. Okay, earlier today we caught up with some of the coaches of the teams, and of course, not forgetting the leader of the local government coaches here in Abuja. I'm talking about no other than Kenny Owori. I'm talking about he's the leader. I'm talking about Kenny Owori, leader of AMAC Football Coaching Council. Let's first of all hear, of course, from the coach Kenny, and then after that we hear from 2 of the coaches of the participating team. Let's first hear from Kenny and what he had to say about the competition, how important it is, in grooming young players here in Abuja. Let's get to meet you.
My name is Coach Owojore Kenny, leader of AMAC Football Coaches Council, Abuja.
Okay, this competition has been going for years now, and how important is this in the development of young athletes, young footballers here in Abuja?
Honestly, we need to give God glory, because it's not easy to put these young guys together. This is the 5th edition of this tournament, and I'm assuring you that a lot of talented players has been discovered so far. Despite the little challenges that we had before we started this year edition, but we started since Monday, and a lot of teams, agents, and managers have been taking advantage to pick young lads to the academy.
Okay, let's talk about the coaching. Like you said, you're the head of coaches here at the area camp. So, talk to us. What kind of coaching have these guys down the years have they experienced during this competition?
Yes, games and tournaments. For you to get good, talented players, you must have good coaches. Before the beginning of this tournament, I had some of our coaches making sure that yes, they know the new trends, coaching, they know the rules and how to play the game.
And then finally, talk to us about the progression from the tournament began to now, the progression, how has the tournament improved during the years?
Yes, we want to appreciate the sponsor of this year, our partner, the person of RSDF Foundation. They've done a very wonderful job for the tournament this year. It's a very big encouragement to the tournament this year. At the past, we usually have individual sponsors, but now the corporate sponsor has come in. We want to appreciate the Benin State Heavy Chairman in the person of Mr. Paul Ede. He has put a lot to make sure that this edition will be very wonderful.
That, of course, is Kenny. Talking about Kenny. He is no other Kenny Owori. He is no other than the leader of the AMAC Football Coaching Council. This is the RSDF AMAC Football Coaching Council under 16 and under 14 competition. Okay, now let's hear, of course, from Coach Depo Mutunda, the coach of no other than Karo Football Academy. And this is what he had to say about the tournament, and most especially his players. This is what he had to say, speaking to us today.
Okay, Coach Depo, talk to us about this competition. You are defending champions, and yet again, you're trying to win this competition. Talk to us about the competition in general.
Well, so far the country is very, very interested. Very, very good. At least we are using the country to encourage the boys at least to get their growth.
How important is this for these young players playing this kind of competition?
Yeah, it's encouraging. It's encouraging. At least we're developing them to know their talent. At least, like most of them, we didn't play the kind of tournament that know how. We'll get, the one that can play, the one that can play. So in this kind of tournament, they're encouraging them. At least. So we are using the tournament to gain more talent, at least to encourage the talent that they are having.
Okay, you talked about the fact that you won it the last time out. How important was this as well? Tell us about the growth of the players that will come from this tournament.
Wow. So much. As I come as a champion, I was very, very happy and excited because it was not easy. But due to the hard working and the encouragement of the tournament, at least we come out victorious. Okay.
Of course, that was Coach Depo Matunda, the coach of Karo Football Federation. Let's also hear quickly from Coach Cornelius Monday, the Camp United under 14 coach, and he spoke a lot about the tournament. Let's quickly hear what he had to say.
Okay, talk to us about the tournament. How impressed are you with the tournament so far?
To be frank with you, I think I'm very, very, very impressed with the tournament from inception of the tournament. And last year we played it this year. To be frank with you, I think I'll be very, very impressed because, playing matches or tournaments within the barracks is something that many people that to be something that they felt coming into the barracks, and the barracks is not friendly. But to be frank with you, I think I'll be very, very happy and thoughtful of the barrack community, and most especially the commandant of this garrison, which is KG Sami, for giving us the opportunity to do this facility.
How important is this tournament for the young lads, like the young players in your team?
Very, very important because most especially this is holiday time for them. So after the academic year, they need extracurricular activities outside of the classroom. And I think even then, when they are training in their leagues, in their clubs, so far they play only friendly matches. But for this fact that they are playing competition among their peers all over AMAC, I think it's something that most of them now begin to think that if I can play this, then it means tomorrow I can also play for the national team.
And then your words to other stakeholders to come in and support something of this nature.
I think that is where we're lacking as a country. Because if we're doing this, I could go back when we were growing up. It's one competition to the other. As this competition is finishing, there's also another competition. So automatically, you see boys playing. But nowadays, there's maybe only one tournament throughout the year. But if stakeholders will come in and put in their mics and their support and their sponsorship, then definitely it will be more competition for these kids. You'll be able to see those kids much more faster.
Thank you very much.
Of course, that was Coach Cornelius Monday. That is the Camp United under 14 team. They are the host team. They're playing there, like I said, at the Mambila Barracks pitch. Yeah, synthetic, lovely pitch here in Abuja. Okay, guys, don't forget you can be part of the show. Let's discuss about everything from the Tigers, of course, to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and of course to the Sheroes Cup. You can have your say on Coach Samson Siasa and return back to his coaching job after 5 years of 5 years hiatus due to the ban placed on him by FIFA. Quickly, guys, be part of the show. WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp call, SMS, or you put a call to us on 0808 312 8618, 0808 312 8618, or 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. Let's run quickly before we take a break from the local scene. We'll let you know that Nigerian Super Eagles goaltender talking about Stanley Wabali has signed a 3-year contract extension with Chipa United. We hear that following his superb performance for the Super Eagles at the African Cup of Nations, several top clubs in Europe showed interest in the service of the lanky goalkeeper. According to an update from South Africa, Wabali on Thursday signed a 3-year contract with the club, despite attraction from several clubs. The management of Chipa United failed to agree terms with these clubs and succeeded in persuading Wabali to sign a deal. Wabali is expected to be in goal for Nigeria at the upcoming AFCON qualifiers against Benin and Rwanda. 3-year deals it is with Chipa United. Also, in the MPFL, Aimba Football Club of Aba has parted ways with 13 players. That's what we hear. Top of the list are the parted players include Super Eagles goalkeeper Olorunleke Ojo, who joined Elmerek, Sunday by Ekene Cooper, top striker Chikeke Ubaoma. Others include Destin Ejetufan, Anthony Okachi, Chidozie Chileku, Ngomere Chisom, Chibuike Nwanwo, George Owen, McBen Otika, Uche Collins, Tochukwu Emmanuel, and James Orasonye. The Blues Elephants express gratitude to the players for their commitment and dedication to the club. The four champions is scheduled to face newly promoted side Beyond Limit in the opening league game of the season. More news, this time to Nigerian women football beat. We hear that FC Robo Queens of Lagos we hear have parted way with another forward, Fehitola Mabunkanje. The lanky player was pivotal to Lagos, the Lagos-based side, doing well after that's what made her in her lucrative deal. She joins the increasing number of FC Robo players who have secured move abroad, including Aziza Toshola and of course Rashidat Jibade. For a certain Paul Onwachu, we hear that Transport is closing in on the Southampton forward. The Nigerian international has been linked with a return to the Super League side throughout the transfer window, and the people are reportedly keen to resign him. Karenze Sanoka has reported the latest developments regarding Onwachu's future at Southampton and said that Transport are in the final stages to sign the 30-year-old. According to him, he said in recent weeks, Southampton have reportedly been holding out for 10 million euros, but the players looking surplus requirements has forced the guys at St. Mary's to accept a transport offer of £7 million plus add-ons. And finally, Saudi Arabian side Al Ahly are set to challenge Premier League top guns Chelsea in acquiring the service of Super Eagles and Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. With roughly a few days to the summer transfer window deadline day, we hear that the transfer expert Gianluca Di Marzio has reported that Saudi Pro League outfit are prepared to improve their previous bid that was submitted that was refused to as they submit in an all-in offer to persuade the 25-year-old to move to Saudi Arabia in favor of remaining with European football. As it stands, Chelsea and PSG are both remain within the race for Osimhen as they attempt to secure a low ball fee for the clinical finisher from the Pantheon IP. As it remains very little time before the Mercato comes to a close, the former Lille forward desperate to part ways with the coach Antonio Conte's side. A lucrative offer may be enough to convince Osimhen towards a Saudi move in favor of remaining within the European scene. We wait and see how these things work out for Victor Osimhen. We'll be heading out. We are transport for Onwachu, Saudi Al Halil for Saudi Arabia. Maybe not. We'll take a breather, guys. We'll take our first break of the show. But we come back, guys. You know what's happening? It's Champions League draw. It's ongoing as we speak. We'll give you the last transfer news. Chiesa, Romelu Lukaku, both have got new homes. Not forgetting new Mopay, as well as, of course, update from the England Three Lions squad. And, of course, the man has finally hanged his international book. All this and more. Don't go nowhere. It's Sport Lounge exclusively the Voice of the People. Now this is Pawan from Abuja. And I am your sport bishop, your magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor, non-sober Reigns HE. Don't forget, you can listen to us and watch us live on YouTube. Just look for Voice of the People, 96.1 from Abuja. And I tell you, just feel free to enjoy the show. Follow us on all our social media platform on, of course, Voice of the People, 96.1 FM, Abuja. Okay, guys, come on, feel free. Either platforms, they will all work on both lines. It's 0700 961 961, or you can call on 0808 312 8618. 0808 312 8618. Without wasting much time, guys, let's hit out to the foreign scene. Okay, guys, it's no news that the draws are ongoing in the UEFA Champions League. Guys, I can see some chaotic, some wonderful fixtures are going down. We'll give you all about that. Manchester has got their line so through with a comfortable 6-3, 3-6, 6-4, 6-4, 2-6, 7-5 win in 3. And now to football. Now we go to the Three Lions. The squad for their Nations League team has been announced as a certain Lee Carsley has handed call up to Angel Gomez, Tino Livramento, Newcastle defender Livramento, Northern Forest Gibbs White, and Chelsea winger Madueke Aguirre. England take on Republic of Ireland on League. Carter was appointed at the role of following the resignation of Gareth Southgate in Euro 2024. So this is the full team. You have Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, and Nick Pope. Defender Henry Konsa, Maguire, John Stones, Alex Morgan, Gibbs White, Angel Gomez, and Phil Foden. Why they forward, you have Iberi Chiesa, Gerard Bowen, Jack Gillian Tripe has renewed club football where future. Salah 32 is set to sign a new deal at Reds with the contract set to expire this summer. Liverpool rejected the £150 million offer from Al Ittihad for Salah last this season. The Brazilian forward broke down in the press conference earlier this year when he was talking about the abuse he has encountered, saying he felt less and less like playing football. And now Vinicius Junior says Real will walk off if they need to. Romelu back been driven by the managers Antonio Conte, under whom the Belgian enjoyed 2 prolific seasons for Inter Milan and Roma. Lukaku scored 24 league goals as he won Serie A under Conte in 2021, with his form sparking Chelsea's decision to recruit him. Disposing of the Belgian, he has now played for Chelsea since May 2022. Gets his £325,000 a week wage off their book. Livramento departure comes as Chelsea midfielder Tino Anjorin also moves to Italia Serie outside Empoli on a 3-year deal. Here, Chelsea and Saudi Arabia, Al Ahly are both in talks to sign Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. We told you that, which will help Napoli offset their spending. And one man has left Italy to Liverpool. It is, of course, Federico Chiesa, as Liverpool have signed the winger for £10 million with a further £2.5 million in add-ons based on primarily on team performance. Chiesa, 26, joined on a 4-year deal and is Ancelot's 4th signing to arrive at the club. The forward was the star of the Italian squad that beat England on penalties in the Euro 2024 final in Wembley. Chiesa, who has been capped 51 times by Italy, scored 32 goals in 131 appearances for Juventus, including 10 in 37 matches last season. And of course, let's go to the phone lines, guys. Let's talk about the transfer market. The big one has to be Federico Chiesa and Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku heads to Napoli. Chiesa plays for Liverpool. £10 million, £30 million, guys. What do you think about these two deals? Is it the right deal, or do you think, come on, that Liverpool could have got a better winger than Chiesa? And for Romelu Lukaku, could his bromance, his reunion with the certain Antonio Conte be that reignite the man's career? 0808-312-8618, 0808-312-8618, or 0700-010-961-961. That is 0700-010-961-961. More transfers coming in. Let's go to Everton, where Everton striker Neil Maupay is in advanced talks after ending a difficult spell at Merseyside to join Olympique Marseille. The 28-year-old is expected to move to Marseille on a season-long loan deal, which could include an obligation to buy for a fee of £3.4 million. The Frenchman spent last season on loan at Brentford, where he scored 8 goals in 31 appearances. He's into the last 12 months of his contract at Goodison Park after signing from Brighton in August 2022. The move would see the Frenchman join the revamped team in League 1 after the appointment of Roberto Di Zerbi following the departure from Brighton this summer. Maupay will join a host of English talents, including Mason Greenwood, Jonathan Rui, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and Ismail Akone. It remains unclear whether Everton would sign a replacement striker after Sondijk said the club has no money as they seek to complete a takeover. More transfer for Chelsea man Kepa Arrizabalaga. We hear that Brighton have signed the Chelsea goalkeeper on a season-long loan deal. Yeah. Kepa, who's 29, is the most expensive goalkeeper after moving from the Blues in 2018 from his boyhood club Athletic Club Bilbao for £71 million. This week, the Spanish international extended his contract at Chelsea, which has been due to expire at the end of 2025 by a year. We hear he spent last season on loan at Real Madrid, where he made 20 appearances as a replacement for injured Thibaut Courtois, winning the La Liga and the Champions League. By signing a new deal at Chelsea, the Blues avoided the prospect of losing Kepa on a free transfer at the end of his loan spell. I did cherish. And then more transfer, we heard that Wolfsburg centre-back Maxence Lacroix is set to sign for Crystal Palace in a deal worth £18 million, subject to him passing a medical. The 24-year-old has less than a year remaining on his contract and has been targeted by the Eagles throughout the transfer window. The Frenchman, who joined Wolfsburg in 2020 and made 130 appearances for them, played under Palace ball.
What you know good? Why need the
Okay.
So for me, don't be the case. Stop that way. Tell you, oh, this is your head. Don't allow people to use you. Don't allow people to use you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Odili, with his contribution. Keep the calls coming. 0808-312-8618, 0808-312-8618, or 0700-010-961-961, 0700-010-961-961. Hello, what's the way you're calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you, my brother.
One in MIT.
My brother, I greet you too. I greet you heavenly.
Thank you. The other guys now.
They are doing good. Trust me, they're fine. Just a little bit here and there, but they'll be back tomorrow. Absolutely.
Okay. No problem. This is Imadi Murio guy.
Imadi Murio guy, talk to me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm calling from Katampe.
Go ahead.
I think you can see that my club Chelsea, just exactly what I said yesterday. That there are some that will go. So you can see that they are going one after the other. So those that will loan them to go and acquire more experience, and by the time we need them, then they will come back to Chelsea. So you can see that we are making a progress and we are making a good deal.
Absolutely.
And as for those who are saying about our brother Victor Osimhen, if you know what is good for you, come to Chelsea, because every match you'll be scoring hat-trick, because the chance is always there. Just that who will put it inside the net is what we are looking for.
Okay.
So I think if Chelsea will be able to convince Victor Osimhen and to meet up the condition attached to it, I think it will be a good one to Victor Osimhen, because I know he's a kind of a striker that succeeds in Chelsea. So I know he's going to do if we'll be able to make it coming down to Chelsea.
Okay.
I think he will contest with Haaland in the highest goal scorer at the end of the season.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him in Chelsea. So you are welcome in advance in Chelsea. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Imadi Murio guy. Come on, keep the calls coming in, guys. Quick, I was expecting more calls. Let's give you what's happening in the draws. We have Man City will play Inter Milan at home, PSG away, Club Brugge home, Juventus away, Feyenoord home, Sporting Lisbon away, Sparta Prague home, Slava Bratislava away. For Inter, they play Man City and Arsenal plus Leipzig and Bayer Leverkusen. Bayern Munich takes on Aston Villa, Paris Saint-Germain, and Barcelona. Hello, what's the way you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Uche
Baka, how you doing today? Baka. You guys are playing Aston Villa. You guys are playing Bayern Munich. You play Bayern Munich, Barcelona. You will play Bayern Munich. What a game to behold. Talk to me.
You go play Bayern Munich.
Yes, what?
You know, like Oseni. Oseni going to score hat-trick. Since how many years? He went from how many players? Where they score hat-trick. And he said, I just got against Tottenham. Where they went to and go remove how many red cards. Because against Wolf way there. And they embraced it. May no go that place. I better go to Beckham.
Okay.
Oseni, they hear me. I better go down and go collect your money. Come back to the for Nigeria, beg.
Okay. Thank you very much, Uche, guys. And more things coming from the draws. We hear RB Leipzig will take on Liverpool, Celtic, and Aston Villa. Dortmund will play Celtic plus Barcelona and Real Madrid. Dortmund Madrid again, a repeat of the finals, guys. You can see a lot is happening. That I must tell you. Still going back, guys. We can let you know that Young Boys will play Celtic and Aston Villa. That I can tell you. Juventus will play Aston Villa and Manchester City. Islam Bayern Munich might be a decent fixture as both of them are important. Let's go to the phone lines. Our final call for today. Hello, what's the name where you calling from? Oh, hello. Can you hear me? What's the name where you calling from? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Come on, guys. Keep the calls coming when we take one more call before I leave the studio. 08083 or 0700 010 96196. But let's take the final call for the day. Hello, what's the name where you calling from?
Good evening to you, my big brother.
Good evening to you, my man.
The big shark behind the microphone there.
My brother.
Yeah, this is the only doctor, the whole world doctor, Dennis Michael.
Dealer, talk to me.
My brother, see.
You get 60 seconds.
No, I don't 60 seconds. 50 seconds. You see me, Oseni, go to Saudi Arabia. Get that money now. Nigeria not going to go China go borrow money again. You hear me?
I hear you.
If you get that money now, Nigeria not going to go to China, go to where to go borrow money.
Okay.
You go do all that cost, they go to collect money. When you give them, they give you back.
All
You hear me?
I hear you.
Chelsea, they may come. Oh God, how many strike I don't do well for Chelsea?
Dilly. Don't worry, Dolly. Don't worry, we will continue tomorrow. Time no day. That no day. Okay, guys, I have to believe in this too. Before I go, I'll let you know that Arsenal will take on PSG at home, Inter Milan away, Shakhtar Donetsk at home, Atlanta away, Dynamo Zagreb at home, Sporting Lisbon away, Monaco at home, and Girona away. Guys, I'll give you the full details tomorrow on the show, Sport Lounge, 5 to 6 p.m. Don't worry, we'll talk about the draws tomorrow. We'll feast on it, we will eat on it, we will bite on it. Up next is news around the world. Unfortunately, like we love to say, we're done and gone. God bless, no straight. Remain your one and only, your sport bishop, your magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor. No, so what did you say? Have a wonderful evening. Come on, let's do the same time.